said. Well, I feel like I'm getting coached. Like I might be hearing snippets of the words, phrases, and lingo that you're giving your players. So this is great.
Well, I appreciate it. It's I don't know. Again, I feel when Yowzy approached me, I'm like, I don't know that I have anything. I'm an older guy, small town ball coach from Oklahoma, born and raised here. So that's it. I said, maybe that's a story since it's such an international. I said, but Brian, again, I'll mention Brian Harvey, the guy, the legend to me, who I always coming up going, God, Brian Harvey's done such a great job. And what a great ambassador for this game. So Brian, if you're out there, thank you for anything and everything you've done for all the younger coaches or players and Oklahoma City and Oklahoma and region. So that's definitely a shout for I shouldn't call him Brian. He's Coach Harvey.
Coach Harvey.
He's Coach Harvey. He is. So I apologize for that. He is Coach Harvey, will always be Coach Harvey. But he's done a lot.
Coach Harvey is the guy for you then.
He is, yeah. And you just, when I was coming up young, and he was the older coach and the veteran. You're coaching and trying to compete against him, but man, I always watched him. What could I learn? If that makes sense, without him knowing. You always want to learn from those that have been there and done that. And so that would be the greatest compliment I could give anybody. Watching you when you didn't know I was watching you. So I was trying to learn, and so he's just, Coach Harvey's a legend, and none of us would really probably even be here talking about some of these things had he not started OCU, that years ago, and what a great program he's built and promote from within. And now Billy Martin, who was with him all those years, now is running that program, and fantastic. And Tommy Riley, who's with him now out at Rose State, and Danny Fridz at MacU. I got a guy at Ottawa, I got a guy at Randall, San Francisco, Hoover, ORU, and when you look at that, that's just so cool.
Yeah.
Baylor, wherever, and as we said, those guys all surpassed me and him. Planted seeds. Yeah. And the harvest is plentiful.
Yeah. That's beautiful to look back at and just realize how much impact you've made by just the daily grind of wanting to get better every day.
And that'd be the advice I give the young coach. Coming in, what would I say to him is, again, don't be result-oriented. Don't look for the next best thing. Don't look for the next win. And if I win this, I can put this on the resume. And if I do this, I can move here. And if I do, you're cheating yourself, number one. You're skipping a lot of steps. And how can we preach to our players to trust the process, believe in the process if I'm not living the process? And so don't get caught up in the next paycheck, the next job, the next title. Focus on being the best version of yourself today. And I promise you the process will take you wherever you're. It took me, he's at USAO. What's he now? It took me to USAO. I say that with a lot of pride. The process allowed me, to do and coach at OEFC and be the director on the boys and work with all these great coaches. I never, ever had a goal of being a DOC, being a coach. I just wanted to be a good coach. And so I think if you'll focus on those things, you'll wind up exactly where you're supposed to be.
You answered the question that I was going to ask. Harvey was the guy for you. How did you become the guy for everyone else? But you kind of just answered it, and you are for many people.
I'm just hopeful I do it by my work and my demonstration, because I don't go, hey, you need to do this. I'm not here to tell people how to do things in any way, shape, or form. And you hope they see that, Hampton will get up at 4 a.m. You'll go to the reserve game. Don't have to go to the reserve game, but I want to go because I'm invested in those kids as well. Or I'll mow the field at 7 p.m. at night. Or we'll dig a sprinkler up at 9 p.m. at night that's not working. I don't need a maintenance person to do that. I can do that. You know what I'm saying? And so you hope through the demonstration of just who you are and how you are and how you do things every day, you hope people watch as I watched Harvey. I'm not afraid to say I watched Harvey. I'm not embarrassed to say that in any way, shape, or form. I follow Nick Saban. Doesn't have to be soccer. I mean, the guy is unbelievably smart. He coaches athletes. He has a lot for me to learn from. That's right. And so I'm not afraid to say I look at a lot of coaches in a lot of different sports, watch and read and go, what are they doing that makes them so successful? How can I implement that at USAO in our smaller world? How can I implement that in me? Because why wouldn't you want to be like Nick Saban? I mean, the guy's super, anybody, Brent Venables, whoever you want to say. But it's good as young coaches to, I would encourage you to look, watch, learn, listen, and then be you. I'm not trying to be Nick Saban, just what can I pull that's made him successful and be Jimmy Hampton and Chickasha. So I'll never lose who I'm not, but man, just watch, look, learn, and listen. And,
watch, look, learn, and listen.
It'll help. It'll help.
That's well said. Do you think anybody ever said they got Harvey'd? Have you ever been Harvey'd?
I guess, if you say it like that, I know he probably stole a couple of games from me by working the referee. Master. Harvey, masterful about working.
That's the accent, probably.
Masterful at working the referee, man. And, you be playing a game against Harvey, right? And he's up. And I'm back in the younger days now, feisty, right? I'm going to beat Harvey, you know what I'm saying? And he'd be on the referee for 35 minutes. Honest God story. Not said a word. I stand up in the 36th minute, referee go, one more word, Hampton, I'm going to give you yellow. Yeah. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah,
You're smart. He was smarter than I was.
Yeah.
Way smarter than I was. And so things like that, I'm going, now why is he addressing me? I said one thing. Harv's been popping off for 35 minutes. Not a word. So you're going, how's he do that? Right? So there's little things. How Harv could work those refs. And I don't think they knew they were getting worked. And yeah. I think first time I played him first year, man, 19, because he was good. They had Davleski, Darko. He went pro.
Darko. I remember that name.
I'm Davleski. I hope I'm pronouncing it right. Give this guy credit. He had a bunch of them that first year. And I think it's 8-0. He just buried me.
Wow.
It was our first year, and hey, welcome to college, Hamps. Thanks for the welcome, Brian.
Right.
But again, so now you're going, okay, here's where he's at. Here's where we want to be. Made us better. He planted seeds for me of, we want to be at this level. So it wasn't mad. It wasn't, okay, here's where we want to go. How did he get here? And so absolutely an inspiration. And he's masterful. Brian Harvey, Coach Harvey, I love him, man. I love your brother if you're out there.
I wonder if he's still in Oklahoma City.
He is.
He is?
Yeah, he does some work for our club still. Kind of on not on a full-time basis, but yeah.
Might have to ask you for a favor later.
Definitely. Harvey, you may set a record if Harvey comes on here, man.
That'd be great, though, just to pick even just sitting here with you, though, just to hear how the daily, how it's not just the big picture, it's the daily, the 1%.
Yeah.
1%.